very welcome to Sublime Sunday 5, and we are linking it to the character strand of forgiveness. And already in Friendship Friday 1, we went through what people do who successfully forgive. But many people find it difficult to forgive. And why is that? Well, it's often tied up with the grieving process. So what I think would be helpful is to go through the grieving process and see how we can successfully negotiate loss. Elizabeth Kubler-Ross did an amazing amount of research in this area, and she came up clearly with all the different emotions that we experience, and the first one being shock, that we are shocked by our loss. It's like our survival system kicks in because suddenly we are without something that we depended on us, maybe for our self-esteem or for our positive emotions in life, for our survival in some way or another, and then suddenly we lose whatever it is, the hopes for the future maybe. And often what follows the shock and denial is that we get angry. We get angry with ourselves or whoever else is involved in the situation. It could be the government, it could be our employer, it could be the person who is involved in causing the direct damage maybe to ourselves or our reputation or the loss of our job. But whatever it is, when we feel this anger, and that's okay too, it's natural we feel anger, because the anger actually can give us a lot of energy if we process it the right way. So it's not the feeling of anger that's bad, it's actually good, especially when we can see what's happening, but it's what we do with it. And this is where forgiveness can start coming in, that we start looking at somehow finding a way to forgive both ourselves maybe of what part we might have had, and also forgive the other person or God, even whoever we are blaming, to work towards forgiving. And often what follows too is depression, because we're used to getting positive emotions through whatever we have lost, and now suddenly our brain pathway is as if paralyzed, because it keeps going. When we have created a habit, whatever it was part of our habit, about part of our routine, and now suddenly, no, we can't go there, we can't do that, or we can't be with such a person. No, I can't make a cup of tea anymore for that person. So to accept that it's a natural process to feel depressed, but not to get stuck in the depression. And that can happen if we get stuck in the anger, that we keep blaming ourselves or somebody else. That can end up as depression eventually, because our whole system is in defense mode all the time. We feel we are being attacked and we have to do something, and then of course maybe there's very little we can do. So because of that, we start feeling depressed, because our system is being torn down, our immune system is suffering, and we are not coping successfully with the grieving. So successfully living through the grieving process and coming out on the other side means that we start to accept, and that's how forgiveness can help us to start to accept the situation. And when we accept, then we can open ourselves to preserving the good memories that we have had in the past through whatever it is we lost. That more than likely we had a lot of good memories which we can call on, and also that frees us up to open up to new possibilities. So it's very important that we support each other in this grieving process, and that we help each other realize that it's actually okay to have all those feelings, it's normal. And if for some reason we don't have friends that can help us to process, maybe they are affected as well and they react differently, they're at a different stage, because we can all be at different stages. Well, a therapist can help, or a support group. So thank you for listening, and I hope to see you tomorrow on Movement Monday 6.